Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping back into DC Worlds Collide, talking about some teams that you're going to want to look at to build for different game modes. This is information that was shared in in-game mail if you haven't seen it, or on the official Discord. I thought it was really cool for them to lay out kind of the plan, the blueprint for all these different game modes and bosses and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to give you my thoughts as well. Lots to discuss here, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Before we jump into this, I just want to share something with you. I've mentioned this as being a journey that I've been on, just a new game that I've really kind of gotten into over the last couple of months. I'm enjoying my time in it. It's a game that's been around for a while, so let me tell you about it. Hey gamers, I keep talking about this journey that I'm on, and really what that is this right here, Raid Shadow Legends. I started playing a little over a month ago, and I'm having a blast with the game. So much so that I created a whole new channel for it, and I started to put out content on the game, really more focused towards the new player perspective. If you haven't checked it out, I highly suggest that you do. You can use my QR code up here or the link in the description below. By doing that, you'll help support the channel, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. But once you get through the intro, you'll also get a free epic support to Gore. And then once you hit level 15, you're going to get another free epic support, which is Ugo. Fantastic supports for the game. You'll also get resources. These types of games, we all know that we can never have too many resources. Not only that, but we also have a promo code that you can use, Monkey King. You can unlock Sun Wukong, who is a fantastic character in the game as well. And just by doing that in your starter character, you have a fantastic team to start the game with, which is just absolutely awesome. Once you do that, definitely check my channel out. I got a whole bunch of content here for you to take a look at. In one of these videos, I really talk about why 2025 is the best time to join Raid. And it's this right here. We've got an absolutely awesome event. It is Alice in Wonderland. By logging into the game for 7 days, you're going to unlock Alice the Wanderer. That's going to complete your starter team right there, just right off the bat. The event started January 8th. It goes until April 10th, so you have plenty of time to get in there as long as you start the event before March 26th. Not only do we have Alice the Wanderer, we've got some other great characters with Cheshire Cat, Knave of Hearts, Mad Hatter, and of course, the Queen of Hearts herself. This is a great time to join it. Like I said, if you haven't tried the game yet, you can use my QR code up here or the link in the description below. You're going to get Tagore. Once you get through the intro, you're going to get Ugo once you hit level 15, and you're going to get a bunch of resources to help you. And remember, Monkey King, the promo code there, you definitely don't want to miss out on him. He's the first code that you want to use. And all you returning players out there, we have not forgot about you. There's a link in the description below for you as well. You can go ahead and use that and get Tagore and some resources. Once you download the game, go to my channel, check out the videos that I have there, and leave some comments. Let me know how you're enjoying the game. What do you think of the game so far, starting it in 2025? And what do you think about these awesome characters? All right, everybody, hopefully you join me in Raid. I'm having a blast with it. There's a lot of cool stuff happening right now. I've got a bunch of content on the new channel, so check it out if you're interested. All right, let's talk about this game here. I'm going to bring back the spreadsheet. This workbook is starting to turn into something pretty massive because I continue to add stuff to it. Every time I do a new video for you guys, I'm adding more and more to it. I really wanted to add this from the developers because I thought it was, like I said, a really cool way to say, hey, here's some different game modes and some things you want to keep in mind as you build your teams. And what I'm talking about in Hall of Justice, you go into here, we're going to talk and take a look at some teams for the League Challenge. What's good for the Parademons? What's good for Desaad and Steppenwolf? What kind of things are you going to want to take a look at? If we go into Multiverse here, what's going to work in Crisis Watch? There's different I don't know, themes. There we go. There's different themes in Crisis Watch, some things that you want to maybe consider when you build your teams there as well. So a couple things to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and jump into the handy dandy spreadsheet right here. All right, so here we go. Just looking at Evil Falls, this is what they put out. Again, this was in their official Discord. This is also in game, so nothing I figured out on my own. Like I said, it's just really cool that they put the information out. So like Superwoman, you want to take a look at crit damage, right? So characters like Deadshot or Red Hood, I've got characters in there that I use, Wonder Woman and Green Arrow. Lots of AoE damage, but also build heavy crit with these characters as well. So these characters work pretty well for me with Superwoman. And Johnny Quick, look at this. We got multiple debuffs. We've got Sinestro that just joined the roster. He's super hard to get right now. I'm trying to get him the free-to-play way, and it's not helping. It's not working. But we've got Raven. She does debuffs as well, plus she has a revive. We've got Gorilla Grodd here. They also suggest characters like Batman as well. Deathstorm, pretty cool here. Sacrifice and healing. So characters like Frankenstein and Constantine, who both have the sacrifice as well as the healing factor to them in their kit. Power Ring, single target damage, Huntress and Batman. Huntress is actually a pretty decent elite to build. I don't have her on the tier list yet. I think I might add her. But you've got, like I said, Batman. You've also got Red Hood, who does that single target damage. He also has a self-revive that comes in pretty handy as well. Owlman, look at this, basic attacks. The king of basic attacks here with Deathstroke. I don't have that guy yet. Not yet, but I can't wait to get him. Also, Superboy works out pretty well, like called out here. Again with Huntress. One thing I take a look at here is how few teams can I build and do multiple game modes, multiple boss modes, right? This one down here, Ultraman, exact same as we have up here, Superwoman. So I definitely use these characters, Green Arrow and Wonder Woman. So a great list of characters here and some things to keep in mind as we build. If we talk about League Challenge, that's the boss, right? You got the Parademons. One thing to keep in mind about League Challenge, and if you can't hear it in my voice, I've been sick over the last week. I'm finally on the other end of it, starting to come out of it, which is also why videos have been delayed, by the way. But one thing to remember, I lost my train of thought. One thing to remember with League Challenge is as you select the different sectors, there's specific character traits that you need to look for as you build your team. So keep that in mind. It kind of threw me for a loop. Again, I'm gonna blame the sick brain on that one. But Parademons, you want to look for AoE damage like Batgirl or Green Arrow. So we got Green Arrow. You get some nice AoE damage with Wonder Woman here as well. You've got some AoE damage with other characters as well, such as Constantine. So just look for those types of opportunities. Desaad, shield characters, Captain Cold, Green Lantern, Jessica. You've also got Lex. Lex, everybody should be working towards. He's a fantastic character. And then you've also got, I threw in here, Green Lantern Hal as well. Steppenwolf, reviving characters like Red Hood or The Flash. I just put those two characters in there. I don't know how many characters actually revive themselves, but you do have like Raven, who does revive other characters as well. So maybe that works out also. So anybody with a revive there. As you're taking a look at this, look at those traits. Make sure you have the characters. Play to your strengths in League Challenge for sure. All right, let's talk about Crisis Watch. Crisis Watch with the different themes. Collision of Ice and Fire right here. AoE damage. So we take a look at, like, they've got called out here, Question and Bane. Also Wonder Woman and Green Arrow. Again, a lot of similarities. So you can reduce the amount of resources you put into your characters by building teams that work across multiple game modes. TikTok here, control effects with stun, silence, or freeze. So you got some great characters here. You've got some stun with Nightwing here. You've got Two-Face as well as Wonder Woman. Phantom under Moonlight. So cleanse enemy debuffs. Starfire and Zatanna, those are the only two I put in there. But Constantine has a cleanse on his ult as well. You do have to build them up a little bit for that. I get a lot of questions about cleansing. There's not a lot of characters that cleanse in the game that I've noticed. So those are three that would definitely help. Unbeatable speed. So shield characters again. So we've got Jessica, we've got Hal, and we've got Lex there. Some great characters. Again, really take a look at your roster. What's going to work for you? Now, once you have those, so as you can see, I don't have full teams here, but once you have those built, then you start filling in the gaps, right? So over here, my main team, I've got Wonder Woman and Green Arrow, and then I fill in. Let's see, I've got, I actually don't have a second tank. I put Wonder Woman in the off-tank position, so I have Lex and Wonder Woman up front, and in the back I have Zatanna, Constantine, and Green Arrow, so that fills out this team right here. But as you take a look at your tanks, just take a look at what you have in your roster and what works well. I just put some suggestions up here. Obviously, Lex, Nightwing, and Freeze, but you've got Grodd, you've got Penguin, you've got some other decent tanks there as well. For healers, very limited choices on healers. So Zatanna, Kid Flash, as well as Black Canary. Those are really the main healers in the game. You've got some characters that do some self-healing and stuff like Penguin and such, but these are going to be your main healers. DPS, we got Constantine. This is like the trio here of DPS. You got Constantine, Wonder Woman, and Green Arrow. So again, just something I wanted to put out there and share with you. If you hadn't seen it yet, from the developers, gave us some great tips on things that we want to consider as we build our teams. And again, really the goal here, right, is to invest in the fewest number of characters that you can build teams with that will work in every game mode. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. Very curious on your thoughts. What do you think? Who are your favorite teams? What are your favorite game modes? Very curious to hear from you. Put them in the comment section so everybody benefits. And as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.